Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. This morning's mug, God's got this. It's my old go to because no matter what the situation is, I don't get stressed and pressed too much. Every now and then, a little bit, but not too much because I'm really clear that it's never really about what I can do. It's always about what God can do. And at the end of the day, God's got this. And so I can relax because I don't have to control everything. So, this morning's topic, don't skip the process of ignoring the insignificant. This is a season of my life where I'm so super busy. Like yesterday was insane. I went to run my program P2P. I left there. I ran down to Newark to do a speech at a conference, at a retreat for a company. I literally ran back, ran to my house, grabbed the helmets for some bikes that we were giving to kids that I left at home, ran to Columbus State, set up the space, and got everything ready for graduation for Grandparent University. Went, ran Grandparent University, graduated my grandparents from this amazing program, and then came home and did the work that I needed to do to get ready for today and my trip tomorrow. And so when I say to you, tired, I'm tired. People keep asking me, T, how are you doing all this in this season? Real simple, y'all. I am going through the process of ignoring the insignificant. I'm only focusing on the thing that's the main thing. I can't give time, attention, I can't give energy to things that are not significant. And so I've had to learn how to ignore the insignificant so I could give prime attention to the significant. Yep, that's what it is. How do you do that? The first thing you have to do is you have to identify whatever it is that's truly worth your energy. What is worth your time and your energy? Everything is not worth your energy. Everything that pops up in the world is not worth your energy. Not everything deserves your attention. One of the things I do is I ask myself, is this thing that's popping up going to matter in the next 5 days, the next 5 months, or the next 5 years? And if it's not significant. That's what I use. Different people use different things. I'm easily distracted. So I have to really, in this season where I have so much to get done, I have to ask myself, what's truly worth my energy? And if it's not worth my energy, I keep it moving. The next thing that I have to ask all the time, you have to choose your battles with purpose. What does that mean? Good morning, Jessica. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What does it mean to choose your battles with purpose? Simple, y'all. Every reaction costs you energy. So make sure if you're paying the cost that you spend that wisely. Spend your energy wisely. You don't have to attend every argument that you're invited to. I ask myself, am I filtering this through my emotions or through the impact that it's going to have? If it's not going to make impact, I'm not engaging because every single reaction that I give to something costs me energy. And I got to make sure that it's worth the cost. Next, elevate your focus. Okay, what does it mean to elevate your focus? Big goals require undivided focus. Distractions are the detours to destiny. There, I said it. Distractions are the detours to your destiny. So you got to say, I'm not climbing the mountain. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to stop and pick up and throw off the mountain every pebble that I encounter. I got to keep my focus on the mission. One of the songs that I play for myself when I'm getting distracted is a song that says, silence the noise and open the eyes of my heart. Silence the noise. Lord, can you block out the white noise so that I can focus on the thing at hand? Elevate your focus in this season while you are ignoring. These are ways that you can ignore the insignificant so that you can be focused on the significant. Finally, protect your peace like it's gold. Now, it's a trendy statement right now. I protect my peace. I'm going to protect my peace. I'm cutting people off because I'm protecting. I'm not telling you to cut people off. I'm not doing that. I think, first of all, I think that's an escapism mentality. But it is important to understand that peace is a superpower, especially in a world of chaos. Peace is a superpower in a world of chaos. So that's why Colossians tells us, let the peace of God rule in your hearts. One of the ways that I do that I protect my peace like it's gold, is all the things that are the small things. You know, people say focus on the main thing. Don't get caught up in the small things. Literally, I start to cancel out the small things so I can simply breathe. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Elder Kim. So that I can simply breathe. I protect my peace like it's gold by blocking out the small things that are insignificant. The four steps to skip to going through the process of ignoring the insignificant is really simple, y'all. Identify what's truly worth your energy. You don't got to go to every argument or every fight that you're invited to. Choose your battles with purpose. Elevate your focus. Y'all, when I tell you my ADHD right now is in full effect because I know that I got to be laser focused. So literally, I have to come up with strategies, and the strategies are not always easy. I'm always trying to strategize how to get my mind locked in. When I read, my eyes do this, but my mind does this because this is what an ADHD mind looks like. I'm reading a passage and I got to read it four times unless I'm in a quiet space with some noise behind me. I got to have background noise. I cannot laser focus. And so sometimes when I'm reading the word in the morning, y'all, if I'm being real honest, I got to stop and read it four times because I got all these other distractions like what I got to do today. And so in this season, I'm really having to ignore the insignificant so that I can give my attention to the significant, which is, by the way, how I'm producing in this season. All that I'm producing is by ignoring the insignificant. I'm the amazing T Street. There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So whatever you do today, good morning, Chelsea. Don't skip the process of ignoring the insignificant. And if it's not really a part of what you're supposed to be doing, it's all insignificant. Have an amazing day.